Hi guys. So, I've been talking in front of the webcam for like so long. I was just, really busy with school and I just didn't have anything to talk about. There was a big change in school. Um, I, I'm an independent study now. I'm only taking like 3 or 4 classes right now. I'm at the tail end. Basically, so what happened is the district really wanted me to get out of special ed and come into independent study. So there was this big drama, and I finally agreed. And so there's this independent study class at a local community college, and so I'm only there like once or twice a week, and it's going pretty good. I'm actually getting back to the stuff I love, including reading. Yes, I got a new e-reader. I really didn't want to, but I felt like I had to because like my mom told me that Barnes and Nobles weren't going to be selling the Nook, and then like we went to Barnes and Nobles the week after, and like there were Nooks there, and I was like, wait, what's happening? So I still have to research that, but yeah, it's okay. Like just like with all the hype, like it doesn't seem. I'm not sure if it's better or worse than the Nook yet, which is kind of weird because the Nook is like the lower brand or whatever. I've also been writing a lot. Not a lot. I've been reading a lot more than I've been writing. But I have this journal. My goal for this year is to fill up as much of my old journals as possible. Because, like, I've been doing a lot of art, so, like, I've been using my journals for art. With art on. Because I've been making collages. And I'm trying to start to keep art and journaling just a little separated. So, yeah. So I decided that I was going to start off with a reading tag because it's a reading resolutions tag. I can find it. Um, and I have been really getting into reading because I have so much time now because I only have a couple classes that I'm doing. If I can find the tag, yeah. So it's called the New Year's Resolution Book Tag. I am not sure who created it. But yeah, I'm not sure who created it, but I will leave that in the down bar if I remember, which I probably won't. So it's called the New Year's Resolution Book Tag. Number one, author you haven't read before but would like to read. Uh, the author that I haven't read before, and I didn't really want to read until I started watching their videos, is John Green. And like I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon and like watch their videos and stuff like that because the booktube bandwagon. But I finally did it and they're awesome. And now he has like a movie coming out, so I want to read definitely The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, but any of his books. Um, and then the book that you would like to read. Now this is so hard because like past 2 weeks, like I've been obsessed with books and reading and all that just like with my BPD, I've been like obsessed with that. And so like must have like 100 things on my to be read pile. So I picked one that sounded the most interesting right now. The Uglies. It's a series. It's a young adult, like typical type series. It seems really cool though. A classic that you would like to read. Number three, a classic that you would like to read. I would like to read Anne Green Gables. I've started it multiple times. I just like can't get into it, and maybe I'll just like make myself sit down and read it. Cause like I was really excited about it when I heard about it, like, and yeah, I can't get myself to read it. And then number four, a book that you would like to reread. Now I'm like famous at rereading like scenes from books, like my favorite romantic scenes or whatever. But the actual book I am kind of interested to reread is Divergent. I I read it. I read it a couple of years ago when, when it was first came out, first popular. Got it from the library and I read it. But now I've heard the movie's coming out, or did it already come out? I don't know. And I'm also doing a Sims 3 video game challenge about Divergent, and so I've been like doing, more research on it. So yeah, and I might talk about my recent love for video games, or this video game in another video. And then number 5, a book you've had for ages that you would like to read. A book that I've had. There's so many books I've had for a long time, but Jane Eyre really stands out at me. I got it. I was so excited about it. I only got it for $2, and I don't really buy books on the fly. That's what the library is for, I think. Like I'll buy 10 books at the library and then return them all and only read like 1 or 2 of them. But Jane Eyre, I don't know. I don't know that much about it, but it just seems like a book that I would like. Number 6, a big book that you'd like to read. Now, first I picked Less and Miserabilis, which is the it's like it seems like a very boring book, and it's like 1,000 pages, and I was like, I wouldn't realistically read that this year. So I picked a book more my speed, but still big, most likely big. I'm reading this Earth's Children series. It's the Clan of the Cave Bears. It was like in the 80s, and it's a historical fiction book. And all the books are like 500. Like the first book was 500 pages, and I'm on the third book right now, and it's 700. And I think the second book was 600. So if it goes with the up 100, then that should be a pretty big book, which is the 4th one in the series. So yeah, I'm almost halfway through the 3rd one right now. Number 7. Author previously read, but I would like to, would like to read more of. I'm not like a big like author type person. Like I'm a big series person, but once like I finish the series and I look at the stuff from the other author, it kind of looks stupid, so I don't read it. But I would like to get into more fantasy and not just vampires and werewolves. So I would like to try The Host by Stephanie Meyer. And then maybe watch the movie, I don't know. And I would also like to read the novella by Bree Tanner. It is like an extension of Twilight, and I've tried to read it before, but it was just too boring and it wasn't worth it to me at that time, so yeah. And then number 8, book you got for Christmas and would like to read. Well, like all the books I get from Christmas, I either love and like read automatically because like I asked for them and I really wanted them, or like a family member gets me it and I'm like not really interested in that, so I put it on the shelf. But there's like one young adult book I might read, but yeah, I want to skip that question because I know, yeah. Number 9, series would like to read from start to finish. The Vampire Diaries. I saw them when I was younger, but now I've heard more about them. And again, I want to jump on the bandwagon and do it. So yeah. 10. Already started, but would like to finish. The Earth Children series. I started this series probably about a year ago. My aunt told me about it, and it's the same book that the long books. They're about 500 pages, and they tend to be very descriptive, but it's a really good story. I really love it, and I've known multiple people who've read them, and it's just, there really should be a bridge version for that. So yeah, I want to finish it this year. Any other, and really, where do we connect?